Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, everyone. I'm really glad all of you can make it here today. So yes, as you perhaps already aware, we're going to present our presentation about phonemes, phones, and also allophones. But before we start today's presentation, I would like to introduce the members of our group first. Yes, the first one is me, Alifia Difayana, student ID number J1A02101. The second one is Naura Fitri Amanda with student ID number J1A021-022. And the last one is Muhammad Royhan with student ID number J1A021-023. So, well, without further ado, let's just jump to the very first topic, that is phoneme. And the speaker who's in charge to present the topic is Royhan. So the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you, Diva. So the first material is phonemes. So what is phonemes? Phonemes in linguistics is smallest unit of speech that distinguishing one word or word element from another words that makes a difference in its pronunciation as well as its meaning. For instance, the s in soar distinguishes it from in roar as it becomes different from soar in pronunciation as well as the meaning. Next slide, please. Phonemes are based on symbols such as alphabet or IPA, while for transcription, linguists usually put phonemes symbol between slash mark. For example, like the p sound in the screen that put between two slash marks. Phonemes usually restricted only to vowels and consonants, but some linguists also extend its application to cover phonologically relevant differences of pitch, stress, and rhythm. Next slide, please. Despite there being just 26 letters in the English language, but there are approximately 44 unique sounds or phonemes in the English language. The 44 English sounds fall into two categories, consonant and vowels. Next slide, please. So yeah, you can see on your screen that this is the 44 phonemes that are in English language, and it is divided into consonant section and vowel section. Next slide, please.
Okay, thank you so much for your explanation. And yes, next topic will be about phones, and it will be presented by Naura Fitri Amanda. And so time is yours.
Thank you, Alifia. So the next one is phones. Phones or sound is a vibration or wave caused by an object. It refers to the instance of phonemes in actual utterance. So in dictionary transcription, we have sounds, not phonemes, because non-linguistic circles called phones as sounds. Next slide, please. Phones are the realization sounds of phonemes. So to keep it simple, when you pronounce a phoneme, it will become a phone. Sounds are physical segments. Sounds, unlike phonemes, have such concrete characteristics as duration in times and loudness. Phones are represented by brackets, for example, a, I, o, u, and so on. For the word cat, for example, consists of 3 sounds and can be transcribed as follows: k, a, t. Next slide, please.
Okay, thank you for the very great explanation. For the next topic, it will be about allophones, and it will be presented by me, Alifia Difayana. So yes, well, an allophone is one of two or more variations of the sound of the same phoneme. For example, a phoneme p, as in the word spin or as in the word pin, the allophone in pin is aspirated, causing it to sound almost like a p, whereas the allophone in spin is not and sounds like p. Yes, to give you sort of like a clear explanation about what allophone is, I provide an example here from the phoneme p, which has allophones that is aspirated p and unaspirated p, for instance. The word p, which we usually say it as p with aspiration. But if you just get rid of the aspiration here and it becomes p, which just make it sounds quite weird since people usually say it as p. But the point here is that even if you do not aspirate it, you don't get a new word or new meaning. It still has the same meaning. So basically, aspirated P and aspirated P are not two different phoneme in English. They come from the same family of phoneme. With the same sort of analysis also applies to vowels. Notice that the E in beat is short, but even if you deliberately lengthen the vowel in beat, it's still the same word. Although this difference is a natural part of speech in English, it is not used to distinguish between words. This tells us that E and E should be assigned to the same families of phoneme. And this is the resources that we use for today's presentation. So yes, I guess that's it from us. I really hope that this presentation can give you a clear understanding about what is phones, allophones, and also phonemes. Thank you so much for all of your attention, and also thank you for listening. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.